It's not that God doesn't hear you, but it's, do you hear God? The word of the Lord is detect the season. You have to know what season you're in. Because when you don't know what season you're in, the enemy will use it against you to discourage you. You have to know if you're in the pit or you're in the palace. The Bible speaks about 7 years of famine, and then you have the 7 years of harvest. Which years are you in? God says, detect the season. This will be for a small group of you, because right now you are discouraged because you're praying and you're not seeing change. It's not that change is not happening. You have to detect the season. There is change happening in your life, but which season are you in? I want to share something with you that will inspire you. This is my old prayer book where I used to write things down, my prayers, the goals, the things that I used to hear God say to me, even me crying out to God. This was in the year of 2011 and 2012. I was between the ages of 21 and 22. What I'm saying is, sometimes that the promise or the prophecy that has been spoken over your life may take times. This is why I tell people about the story of Joseph. You may be in that pit, but do not be sad about it, because this means you're on your way to the palace. It's just going to take some time. The Lord says, detect the season that you're in so that you don't become discouraged. Do not despise the days of small beginnings, because the seed that God planted in your life, it will flourish if you continue to water it. Come on now. I say this may be for you, because you may need to hear this. Don't give up. Keep going. Everything that has taken place in my life, it did not happen overnight. But even when I could not see the changes, come on now, even when I couldn't see the changes, things were happening. I could not see at that time with my spiritual eyes to see how much I have grown. I couldn't see it, because a lot of times what we'll do is just look at our problems. I kept waking up every day seeing that nothing changed outside of me, but I did not realize what was changing within me. Come on now, you better catch them diamonds. See, when God plant that seed and things start to flourish in your life, it's going to start within here and in here, right? It's going to start there. We wake up looking for material gain, waiting for something to change outside of us. But in order for things to change outside of us, something must take place within us first. Something has to change within you. God says, detect the season that you're in so you don't become discouraged. I'm telling you, everything that happened, this is what I witnessed, this is what I live, and I'm still living it. Come on now. Prophecies that were spoken in my life when I was 21 years old, 22, I woke up every day waiting to see something happen. But it was already happening. I just couldn't see it because I did not detect the seasons that I was in. This is what I learned on the way. Come on. Sometimes when we hear a word, we want it to be for us. I hope this is my word. I hope this is my season. But in order for you not to be discouraged, you have to detect the season that you're in. And what I'm sitting here to do is just tell you, do not give up on your life. Do not give up on you. It does not matter what's happening to everybody else around you. Their story is not your story. Come on now. And if you keep going, God will get the glory. You see what I'm saying? You will experience the goodness of God. I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't real. This is real. I'm just here to tell you, don't give up on it. Keep doing what you're doing, watering those seeds in your life. Do not let nobody come into your life and keep you stagnant. If somebody's not adding to your life, then you need to get rid of it, because you are wheat. You are the wheat. They may be the tare, and the tare is coming to destroy you. Come on now. You got to know about the wheat and the tare. Certain things come into your life, or people come into your life trying to stunt your growth. You got to get rid of what don't water you. You got to get rid of that. Because sometimes people, their thoughts don't go no higher than the ceiling in their living room. Come on now. You got to get around people that can think higher. In life, people are in transitioning. Either they're going or they're coming. People are either in the famine years or the harvest years. The famine years are you just going through the trials and tribulations. It's a drought in your life. Nothing seems to be taking place. You see what I'm saying? Or you're either in that harvest time where all your prayers and everything that you've been asking for is starting to manifest. Everybody's in transitioning, but you can't think about what other people are. You got to think about where you are. God, where am I at in this season? Show me where I'm at in this season so I don't become discouraged. Come on now. That's what you got. You have to know where you are, not where everybody else is at. You see what I'm saying? When you know where you are, the transition is a lot smoother because you know exactly what is taking place in your life. Do not get discouraged of the small beginnings, because these small beginnings are going to turn into something immaculate. You see what I'm saying? You're going up, but just know the season that you're in. I'm going to close my message with this. My prayer book from when I was 21. I am in my mid-30s. These are the days where I didn't know who I was. It seemed like God didn't hear my prayers. I was all by myself. Nobody understood me. I was in a place just isolated, not thinking I had a purpose. Sometimes didn't even want to be here. Nothing seems to be turning around in my life. Everybody else going up, but I was just standing still. People come in your life and betray you, betray your trust. So you all by yourself. That was me. But how did a young woman who was so broken ended up being nation inspiration to people? God. Because when you think nothing is happening in your life or within you, think again. Because there are things that's changing in your life that you can't see it because you don't have the kingdom vision at that time. Things were changing in my life. I just couldn't see it. But now, God will put you in a position, not only will you see it, but the world. Catch them diamonds.